Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at how you can beat the Fusion Challenge under the Fighting Legend Goku event completely free to play. So basically we're taking a look at how you can beat all the challenges or stages or different content in the game completely free to play. And obviously we just finished our third set of Super Battle Road stages. So there are a couple missing there. We didn't have enough for Shadow Dragon Saga. We also didn't have enough for the Giant Form stage, but we are getting there. Yeah, we're getting close, I would say, to having some of those stages done. But yes, basically looking really solid. Now the free to play challenge is what it says it is. It's to complete as much content in the game as possible using only free to play teams. So we currently have 9 free to play no item, or not no item, but 9 free to play Goku Legend event completions. And I thought we'd do a couple more before moving on to some ESBR and then some of the actual SBR, or some more SBR. So obviously just nice to always switch it up every now and then. So we actually have 11 challenges done, which is pretty good, to be entirely honest with you. So we have 11 Fighting Legend Goku missions done. I'll probably also do Infinite Dragon Ball History, I think. Just kind of let people give me a shout. I'd love to hear in the comments what content you guys would like to see done free to play, because it's always interesting to hear your thoughts. But basically, yeah, some pretty good stuff. So this will be our 12th Goku mission. I think there's 24 in total. I'll have to check. I'll Google that while I'm busy talking to the team. But so this event, or this team, is pretty decent. The Fusion team is pretty strong. A lot of reasons. One of the main reasons why this team is so strong is because we get to choose a very strong lead for any event in the form of the Super Saiyan 4s, which is really good. So we have a really strong team here. Int Gotenks helps as well. His EZA was very solid. Gives us a solid second slot unit. He does drop off a bit later on, but typing kind of sees him remain relevant. The 2 free-to-play Gotenks units also help tremendously. Gotenks Failure A and Failure B have really elevated us to being able to do this challenge, which is really good. And then we also have, of course, the Gotenks, or Goten, the Strength Goten. And then we also obviously have some just really solid units in general. So I think overall, I would say the teams are pretty decent. Gotenks Failure A, Gotenks Failure B, obviously a bit orb dependent, which gives us some issues, but not too much of a concern. Obviously they have abilities like stunning and greatly lowering attack, which are really good in the form of short form content, and also they lose the amount of attack and defense they gain per orb a little bit as we go along, but generally speaking they're fine. Then we have Goten, very solid unit, just good defensively, does decent damage, doesn't have a Goku so can't reach his full capacities, but really is quite fine for this event the whole way through. We have Int Gotenks and Int Gotenks and Ghost. Int Gotenks is decent. A solid enough second slot unit because he gains a lot of attack and defense on Super, whereas Int Gotenks and Ghost is more about healing than anything. Obviously he orb changes as well, which helps out, and we use that as a way to prioritize things. Then beyond that we also have the Tien or Yum Tien, what's his name? Tiencha, no? What's his I can't remember, I can't really remember his name, but we have him, and he's decent damage when he gets below a certain health threshold. He's okay defensively. He mainly has type advantage in the final phase, which helps a lot, a lot. So yeah, that's generally why we have him around. I wouldn't say there's specifically any other reason beyond that. So pretty decent stuff. Good for the final phase against Int Goku, and kind of where he shines overall. Then, obviously the SS4s as the friend lead are really strong, and they're just going to do a whole bunch of damage basically. We're going to use them and their active skill to finish things off. Now, because it's a free-to-play challenge, we are using items. Our items predominantly being Icarus, Whis, some heals with Princess Snake. We've got Ghost Ushers, just generic kind of equipment, nothing too crazy. I don't think you actually need to bring the Whis. Could have used something like a King Yemma. Actually, which I think we do have. I think I did change the items. But yeah, your traditional items that you'll be using, if we take a look here, Senzu Bean, Icarus, King Yemma, and a Princess Snake. All pretty standard stuff. Don't use any mouse items or anything like that. You can't lower Goku's attack, so it's less effective. I also transformed the Gogeta in the strength phase. The team really starts to lack on damage for the most part, so having Gogeta transform, he does tend to do quite a fair chunk of damage, and getting him to transform, we also want access to his super or his active skill, so it's important that we have those things, because Gogeta's the only one that's really going to be doing significant damage, I want to say. So yeah, that's it. Obviously in total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. So we have 21 Fighting Legend Goku mission challenges, which is cool. Obviously we've now done 12 of them, so we'll see how many more of the other ones we can do. There are some that will be a little bit challenging, may or may not be able to do. I think we'll be able to do them, but we'll just have to see what kind of content and free-to-play units come out for us. Generally speaking, I think we'll have enough. We've done some of the harder ones, like Full Power, etc. So we'll just have to look at how we finish Final Trump Card. Android Cell Saga we haven't done as well. No, we have done. So we'll just have to see where we're at in terms of completing some of these missions. But generally speaking, I think we're in a pretty solid position, I would say. Like, I think we've done some pretty decent work, so it's just continuing to kind of knock them out as we finish them. And then IDBH, obviously we've done a couple of the IDBHs. I think it'll be interesting. I don't know yet whether to do them per mission, so do I finish them free to play but also finish them free to play with each mission done, or do I just finish them free to play with all the missions done? Some interesting kind of discussion to be had there about what's worth it. I guess more content wise would be finishing all the missions, but that kind of just feels like creating content out of nothing. Maybe I should just only do the ones I can finish all the missions of free to play. Maybe that's a good call. Don't really know, but it's fine. IDBH, we'll see when we get there. But for now, pretty solid stuff. This run was relatively easy. You do have to watch out for the tech Go tanks, but you do so well that you can just save your items and start using them from the strength phase, and then you tend to be okay. I didn't really have any major issues overall. But yeah, that's it, and bye.